I said I was going to be honest, no matter what, just in case someone else was going through it. There wasn't much hope in that meeting with Bundren. Apparently, my previous doctor wasn't either wasn't knowledgeable of my issue or didn't care. I don't know. So what I have is one ovary, and my other ovary is, it's called a unicorn. Basically it's just like a nubbin. It doesn't go anywhere, attached to anything, I should say. I only have half a uterus. Usually you can fill up a uterus with like 60 to 70 mils of saline or something. You could probably fill mine up with 20 mils. I did not know this. I had no idea. It was never explained to me. So the last 10 years, no idea. So I did get pregnant once, and it was a miscarriage. It was a ectopic. So right now the focus is on, I went to a different doctor for that. So we're gonna work on getting the documents from that to see what tube it was in. My right tube is the one that is the unicorn. The left one is the good one. If my tubal ended up being in my left, I don't really have high hopes for anything else really to go forward. If it was in my right, and when I got, I was given a chemo drug to flush that out, that means it's just gone. Like it just went to the wrong tube. Which means then they would try to do an IUI and try to put the sperm where it needs to go. But even before all that, there's so many other tests and stuff they want to do to test my ovaries to see if they're working. The path to the one fallopian tube, that is working. They want to flush it, guided by imaging with dye, and but the whole 2 hours I was there was like 98% of it was pretty devastating, finding out things I had no idea about, and the other was them trying to give me a sliver of hope. I could tell that it was really hard on them to tell me all this. When he told his nurse that what I had, she was like, "Oh no, honey, I'm so sorry." Like right away, like it's like I didn't even get a chance. I wasn't given anything. It was I just felt so hopeless. I can't even find words to talk right now. I'm kind of like angry because my doctor didn't know this whole effing time. That's like 10 years of wasted. And I'm at an age at 38 where I'm considered like geriatric, and oh, and if they were wanting to do IVF, since I only have half a uterus, my uterus cannot take more than one embryo. It would enough blood doesn't go to my uterus to support two, which means they would have to implant one embryo at a time, and the percentage rate is extremely low with considering my condition. So is it even worth spending all that money for one embryo when they usually put 2 or 3 in there each time? They would have to insert it one each and every time, and if it doesn't take the first time, I mean, you're out a lot of money. It's not even worth doing. I don't know how I kept myself together through that whole thing. I was quiet a lot, and I waited till I got to my car, the one place that I can release, and that's what I did. I cried for a good solid 5 minutes before I had started this video. But I wanted to give the update because it's fresh in my mind and I'm remembering it right now. They're getting me started on metformin, and once they find out what my other results were, if they can figure out what tube it was affected, then they'll call me and set up another appointment, and we'll go over the next steps of what could be. He said there are people with my condition that have got pregnant and had successful childbirth and everything. Like, so he's like, it's not totally out of the ballpark, but he knows I've gone through so much stuff already that failed, and he's like, why did it fail? So he's trying to figure it all out. And at the end, he was like, I'm really sorry. I hate this because I'm having to give you all this bad news that you didn't even know about on your first visit with me, and I'm really sorry. So I definitely appreciate getting all the facts finally of all what's going on. And he did say people with the unicorn ovary or tube is endometriosis, but I show no signs for that, so that's good. But he's surprised, and then he wants to check my kidney function, making sure sometimes your kidneys are underdeveloped, but I don't have any issues with my kidneys. So he's like, basically I'm his little unicorn as well. I've stumped him on a few things. So that's the update, and I appreciate the prayers and the concerns, still do. But I was defeated today. I was not expecting that on my first visit at all. So just keep thinking of me and keep sending positive vibes my way. Thank you.